Everyone, myself Kaveshri, studying in SVC College of Bangalore, pursuing currently first semester under the section of BMW. Today I am going to discuss about four-stroke diesel engine, which comes under the subject Introduction to Mechanical Engineering. Under four-stroke diesel engine, we have to study the major topics like definitions, components, four strokes, graph, advantages, disadvantages, and application of four-stroke diesel engine. First, we are going to learn about. Let us study the definition of diesel engine. Diesel engine is an internal combustion engine, IC engine, that operates on the principle of spontaneous ignition and also known as compression ignition. Next, we are going to study the components of four-stroke diesel engine. Under components, the first component is cylinder. Cylinder is a main chamber where the combustion process occurs inside the diesel engine. Piston. Piston moves up and down within the cylinder. It converts the linear motion to the rotational motion. Connecting rod. It is a connection between the piston and the crankshaft. Its principle is to transmitting the motion of the crankshaft and the piston. Crankshaft, it converts the reciprocating motion into the rotational motion. Whereas valves has two types of valves. One is intake valve and another is exhaust valve, which is also known as inlet valve and exhaust valve. Inlet valve regulates the flow of air into the cylinder, and exhaust valve which exhausts the gases out of the cylinder. Next, we are going to study about the four strokes. Under four-stroke diesel cycle, in four-stroke diesel cycle, the first stroke is section stroke. During this stroke, the piston will be at the top dead center and it moves towards the bottom dead center (BDC). During this movement, the piston moves downward. Due to the downward motion, and inlet valve will be opened. Due to that, the air will be entered inside the cylinder and the combustion takes place inside that. After this stroke, there will be next stroke. During this stroke, only air is drawn into the cylinder in the diesel engine. Compression ignition occurs later in the compression stroke when the temperature and the pressure are high enough to ignite the fuel. Next is second stroke is compression stroke. The primary purpose of the compression stroke is to compress the air which was drawn into the combustion chamber during the intake stroke. During this stroke, piston moves from bottom dead center to top dead center. Both the valves will be closed. The piston movement of moving upward creates the increases the temperature and the pressure of the air, preparing for the combustion process. Both the inlet valve and the exhaust valve will be closed. In diesel engine, only air is compressed during this stroke. The fuel injection occurs near the end of the compression stroke when the air is at the highest pressure and the temperature. The heat generated by the compression causes the diesel engine to spontaneously ignite. The compression stroke is crucial for achieving efficient combustion. After the compression stroke, there will be the followed by power stroke. Also known as expansion stroke, due to the air is expanded during this stroke. During this stroke, the piston will be at top dead center and moves towards the bottom dead center. During this stroke, both inlet valve and exhaust valve will be closed. After the completion of compression stroke, the diesel fuel is injected directly into the compressed air in the combustion chamber. The high temperature and the pressure within the cylinder cause the diesel fuel to spontaneously ignite without the need for the spark plug. The ignited fuel and air mixture rapidly burns and producing the scientific amount of heat and generating a sharp increase in the pressure. The pressure increases force the piston to move downwards away from the cylinders and creating the mechanical work. The downward movement of the piston is transferred to the crankshaft through the connecting rod. The crankshaft converts the linear motion into the rotational motion. The rotational motion of the crankshaft is the primary source of the power for the vehicle or machinery. Towards the end of the power stroke, the exhaust valve may start to open in the preparation for the subsequent exhaust stroke. The power stroke in the diesel engine is the phase where the compressed air fuel mixture ignites, generating a force that drives the piston downwards, ultimately producing a mechanical work and contributing to the rotation of the engine crankshaft. The last stroke is exhaust stroke. The exhaust stroke is a fourth and final phase of the four-stroke diesel engine. The exhaust stroke follows the power stroke and is responsible for expelling the spent combustion gases from the combustion chamber. At the beginning of this stroke, the piston will be at bottom dead center, and during this stroke, the piston moves from bottom dead center to top dead center. During this stroke, both inlet valve only the inlet valve is closed and the exhaust valve is opened. As the piston moves upwards, it forces the remaining burnt gases out of the cylinder through the exhaust valve. When the piston reaches to the top dead center, the exhaust valve closes, and this completes the cycle of four-stroke diesel engine. In the next cycle, the piston, which is at TDC, moves to the BDC, thereby allowing fresh air to enter into the cylinder and process continues. Representation of a PV graph. In this graph, AB represents the section of the fresh air and BC represents compression of the air, CD which represent the constant pressure combustion, D at fuel supply cutoff, DE represent the expansion stroke, EB represent the exhaust valve opens, and BA represents the exhaust of combustion. Next, we are going to study about the advantages of the diesel engine. The main and the first advantage is efficiency. Four-stroke diesel engine are known for their fuel efficiency and thermal efficiency. And second is a durability. These engines are robust and designed for the heavy-duty applications, offering durability and reliability. Torque. Diesel engines typically provide higher torque at lower rotation per minute, making them suitable for applications requiring subsequent power. And list fourth is economical. Diesel fuel is often more cost effective than gasoline, providing better fuel economy. And next we are going to Disadvantages of the diesel engine. First disadvantages is complexity. Four-stroke diesel engines tend to be more complex than two-stroke engine. They have a greater number of components such as valves, camshafts, and timing mechanism. Weight. The additional components, especially larger engines, can contribute to the increased weight, making them heavier compared to the two-stroke engine. Cause the complexity and additional components can lead to the higher manufacturing and maintenance costs compared to the simple engine designs. Lower power to weight ratio. Four-stroke diesel engine after have a lower power to weight ratio than two-strokes engine, impacting their substability for certain applications where weight is a critical factor. Next is higher initial cost. The initial cost of acquiring a four-stroke diesel engine can be higher than that of a two-stroke engine, making them less economical in some situations. Next is applications of diesel engine. We are mostly using the diesel engine everywhere, like cars, trucks, buses. Use of four-stroke diesel engines for their efficiency, fuel economy, and reliability. Next, we are using the four-stroke diesel engine in the industrial machinery. Four-stroke diesel engines are commonly employed in construction equipment, agricultural machinery, and other industrial applications due to their robustness and torque characteristics. Power generation. Diesel generator used for backup in the residential, commercial, and industrial settings often utilize four-stroke diesel engines. Marine applications. Marine vessels including ships, boats, and equipped with four-stroke diesel engine for propulsion due to their fuel efficiency and reliability. Stationary engines. Four-stroke diesel engines are utilized in stationary applications such as pumps, compressors, and electrical generation. Heavy-duty vehicles, truck locomotives, and other heavy-duty vehicles often use four-stroke diesel engine for their ability to handle high loads and provide ample torque. This is how practically the four-stroke diesel engine works. As we have studied, first will be the section stroke. During the section stroke, the air will be entered, and during compression stroke, the air inside the cylinder will be compressed due to the high pressure and the temperature. And next will be this third stroke, which is known as expansion stroke and the power stroke. And during this stroke, the air is expanded and the crankshaft, which creates the rotary motion, and due to the rotary motion, the fourth stroke will be coming through, which is exhaust stroke. During the exhaust stroke, the gases inside which are expanded will be getting outside from the cylinder due to the opening of the exhaust valve. Thank you. Thank you for watching, everyone.